When the soda comes out sizzling. When the soda comes out sizzling. Lone Star, Texas Grill, Kingston, Ontario. 4.1 out of 5. That ain't too bad. Sort by lowest. Lowest rating. None of them say I wanted to get sizzling fajitas, but I couldn't get them because I lived upstairs. Or I was seated upstairs. I guess you don't live there. Worst restaurant service we've ever had. We did a pickup order. They forgot an item. They did call to tell me they forgot, but I spent 30 minutes on the phone total waiting to get a manager for a refund. The manager was rude. The food was disgusting. No disrespect. That's crazy if it's your worst restaurant service ever. That's not good, and I could understand why you would want to give it a 1 star. But that being the worst restaurant experience you've ever had is crazy. Went there for my wife's milestone. You know it's bad because they keep naming the servers. They don't go our server. They put her name in like half of the reviews. They're putting her on blast. Went there for my wife's milestone birthday tonight. Every birthday kind of a milestone when you think about it. But I understand she's probably turning 50 or 60. Fair enough. And made sure Peaches, our lackluster and spacey server, whom we repeatedly needed to make the same request for, napkins, box, etc., twice or more in order to get her to recall it. The place wasn't busy at all, yet she simply brought us the bill with zero acknowledgement of the occasion. The food was fine, but this sort of service I can promise I'll never be returning. Update, it's been a week. Not only have we gotten squat, but when I called the restaurant to follow up, the male manager, Don, spelled D-A-W-N, had no clue of any incident as we documented, and obviously nothing done to atone for this unacceptable service. Does the keg still make fajitas? I won't be returning here, that's for sure. They're getting mogged by a man named Don, dude. One complaint, the chicken fajitas. Let me further explain. The chicken dry as the Sahara Desert. The rice was not any better. The flour tortilla dry, yet powdered. Price high as the sky. Have to ask yourself why. Food, 2 out of 5. Service, 4 out of 5. Atmosphere, 2 out of 5. Total score, 1 out of 5. All right, GameSpot. Doesn't make any damn sense because people aren't using the whole scale, man. Holy shit. I learned a lesson about Lone Star today. Never take a group. They were completely inefficient. The management didn't care. The staff seemed distracted. We arranged dinner for a group of 100 people over the past few months. Holy cow. Table for 100, please. They made us pre-order the food. Well, once we got there, it was like they never heard of us. Eventually the food came out. The fajitas were hot. When the fajitas come out sizzling, almost every other food was served cold because they made us wait so long. People ate it anyway. That's very gracious. First time I've ever had a bad experience at Lone Star. When I tried to talk to the manager, he explained how it's my fault for bringing so many people. Live and learn. Just learned a very valuable lesson. Don't walk into the restaurant and ask for a table for 100. I feel like the manager was probably in the right on that one. They had a reservation, to be fair. I'm freaking out because multiple people seem to mention that the manager's name is Hombre, which for a Mexican restaurant in Canada just doesn't seem like that could possibly be true. It just seems crazy. I love this one that's all ... Hi ... We just arrived home from supper at the Lone Star. 72-year-old Canadian spotted. We just arrived home from supper at the Lone Star ... My parents came from out of town and took myself and my son out for my birthday dinner. Sat at the bar while we waited for our table ... Bartender was great and he was personable ... Waitress was good as well ... But when we were served our supper, our fajitas were not sizzling hot. The chicken was moderately warm. My mother and son's plate were both lukewarm at best. The manager came over ... Fixed the cold fries situation quite quickly ... Took our fajita chicken fixins, reheated them, and then reserved the same food, but at least hot this time. By this point, we'd been there for 2 hours. I'm so disappointed in my birthday dinner tonight. The server should have caught that the fajitas were not sizzling when being served. Very disappointed. Hardcore Gamer 101, thank you for your feedback. We appreciate it. My 2025 New Year's resolution was to leave more Google reviews with substance. I have over 50,000 views on my reviews. That is kind of sick, to be honest. I mean, I think leaving reviews is good. We need more people to leave reviews for average experiences because there's only two kinds of reviews. One is like, I had a horrible experience. And then the other one is, the dentist office leaned on me when I left to put a review on Google. We're a local business. If you scan this QR code, you can leave us a review on Google instead. And maybe you get like 10% off your bill or something like that. So it's always like 5 stars. It needs an asterisk. That was like, I received compensation for this review. If your restaurant review includes the word parking, your phone should immediately get so hot you drop it. I sometimes, I wouldn't put it in the review of the restaurant. But listen, it's heavy is the head that wears the crown. And as the guy doing the driving, first thing I think of when we pick a restaurant is, where am I going to park? And sometimes there's a parking lot, and that's easy. And sometimes there's like ample street parking. Sometimes I'm like, shit. This place is in Yaletown, man. Where the hell am I going to park? Park on the other side, take the damn aqua bus or something like that? That's like 16 extra bucks on top of the bill. Not the restaurant's fault. Me, when I explain to you that the restaurant chooses the location, get a cargo bike. Taking my wife to her omakase birthday dinner on our cargo bike, our tandem cargo bike in the rainiest city in North America, greater than sign. Hello, just enjoyed a submarine sandwich. Bono, if he sold out. Hello, my foot-long tuna roll. With all ingredients they love to throw, but it's you. Where the meats have no names. Where the meats have no names. I just know that they're made out of pork. Made out of pork. Subway Bloody Sunday. Subway Bloody Subway. It totally works, man. Don't believe the news today. They gave us $5 subs, then took them all away. Yeah, dude, it writes itself. I guess that's a fucked up thing to say when I'm the motherfucker stealing your writing. But so from my perspective, it definitely seems like it's writing itself. In the name of sub, yeah. I'll live in the name of sub. To be placed on my sub. One more olive to be placed on my sub. Something strange sitting in your gut. Who you gonna call? That's Subway. An invisible sub going in your butt. Ow! Who you gonna call? That's Subway. I didn't order no sub. That's so true. I am a man who works at Subway. I place the meats my customers ask, and then you come in. He places the meats his customers ask. Subway, I'm listening, by the way. Subway Canada, at least. I am a man of cheese and mayo. Now you're talking. Now you're fucking talking.